Hey everybody, well, time to make another update on the old Project Neon here, my daily driver, such as it is. Well, it never fails. Something always happens to cost more time, more money, and more downtime. The car is down, once again, unable to be driven, and no, it has nothing to do with the fuel pump fuse. So I'm going to give you a little update and kind of show you what's involved in making the repair in the event that anybody out there has a Neon that needs to do this. So there's the problem. My starter went out. About a week ago I was driving the car, got off work, went to the gas station, pulled in, filled the car completely up, turned the key, nothing, wouldn't start. Towed it home and proceeded to check it out, make sure the battery was fully charged, connections were all good. It was the starter motor, so I had to purchase a starter motor and have it replaced. This is the used one, obviously. And you know what really gets me is that this itty-bitty starter motor, which is significantly smaller in size and power than the one that goes in the 94 F-150 there, costs more than the starter for the 94 F-150. Purchase price of the rebuilt one, which I have installed, as you can see, that's not new, it's a rebuilt starter. Purchase price plus core charges, $150 something, brand new, nearly 190. So if anybody out there has 96 or thereabouts Neon and you ever need to replace the starter, let me kind of tell you what's involved. The easiest way that I found to remove the starter motor is going to be to remove these two fan assemblies, fan and fan shrouds, to gain access to the starter from top. It is possible to access from underneath, but that's just a major pain in the ass. Two things that are going to have to be removed just to gain access to the starter bolts. You will have to disconnect and remove the battery, and then you'll have to disconnect and remove the battery tray, which is like two or three bolts, two bottom bolts and one side bolt. And then there's a sensor on the tray for battery heat sensor, I think is what it's referred to as. Just one simple plug. The reason for that is one of the starter bolts goes in from the starter that direction, but the longest bolt, the top one, goes from the transmission side towards the battery, towards the starter. And the only way to access it is remove the battery tray. So that's what you have to do, is remove the battery tray. Of course, you have to disconnect and move your master fuse block here, which is real simple, just two clips, and then put it aside. Pull the battery out, pull the battery tray out, a couple bolts, and then of course unplug the wiring and remove the starter. So that's what's involved in pulling the starter on a 96 Neon. Don't know how far that goes, to how many years, but that's what I'm in the middle of. I've got the new starter in place and all tight. I've already checked it out. It does work. It does start the car. Of course, in the process of doing this repair, I found my original wiring, that is to say, for the fan. This is it. I don't know exactly why it was bypassed. I've got it run directly off the battery with this wiring piece here, inline fuse. There's obviously something that went wrong in the system somewhere that made them bypass it, but I think that's the wiring for the fan. And of course, when we were tightening up the positive battery end, stupid piece of shit broke. So got to replace the battery end, cable end, and got to put the fans back in, put coolant back to it, and hopefully we'll be ready to put the car back on the road. So that's what I'm up to today on this Sunday afternoon, the one day off I have this week. So that's basically where we're at. We'll get this uploaded as soon as we can, and incidentally, I realize some of my past videos have had problems. They look bad, they're like flickery or got some distortions to them. I don't think it's the camera, I think it's my friend's internet connection, I'm not sure. But we're going to try to line that out as soon as we possibly can. figure out what's causing it and fix it. So, thanks for watching.